Good morning, grade 3. How are you today? I hope you are doing great. Welcome to our social class for today. Talk about a really special thing that we cannot live without, or actually every living thing in the earth is living by one thing, which is the water. Today we are going to talk about water and how water is important for us. The Earth is a water place. What do you mean by water place? Do you know that the planet Earth is the most planet in the world that have that amount of water? It's actually covered by water. About 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. That means the half of the Earth is covered by water. That means we can find water everywhere on Earth. Okay, so water is found in many places of earth because as I mentioned it's 70% covered by water, so we can go anywhere and you can find. Okay, how much fresh water is there on earth? So as I mentioned, there is a lot of water on earth, but all of them, can we drink all these kinds of water? Are all of them are fresh? Let's start with the first one, which is ocean. 98% of the water is where? Is an ocean. So 90% or 98% is an ocean. And ocean water is what? Is salty. So we cannot drink 98% of water on earth because it's an ocean, and ocean is salty water. One, we have frozen water or ice caves water, as you can see in the picture. All these ice, before it becomes an ice, it was what? It was water, and because of the weather, it is what? It becomes as an ice. Okay, but 70% of frozen water is fresh water. So all these ice is actually made of fresh water, and because of the weather it becomes as an ice, as you can see. So where can we find all these frozen water? Is in the Antarctica. So the next one, or the next kind of water, which is the frozen water, it's salt or solid. We cannot, it doesn't move. It is what? It's not liquid like other kinds of water. It's solid. We cannot drink it. It doesn't move like other kinds, like ocean or river. Let's talk about the third one, which is fresh water. These kinds of water that we can drink. Where can we find all these kinds of water, of fresh water? We can find it in a lot of places. We can find it in lakes, in river, and also underground water, as I will mention after this slide. So all these water, it's only 1% on earth. So do you see how much fresh water do we have on earth? We have only 1% of fresh water. The fresh water is not about, it's only 1% as a fresh water. It's not about the water itself, it's about fresh water. That means the water that us as a human can drink. Look how we are wasting the water, and there is actually no enough water for us, guys. Okay, so the third kind of water, which is fresh water, we can find it in lakes, we can find it in river, and underground. What do you mean by underground water, teacher? So underground water is water that we can find underground. As you can see in the picture, is it's one of the earth surfaces or earth surface. There is much of fresh water underground. So you can see it as it's obvious to you in the picture in the slide. It's where it's underground water. Where can we find these underground water? We can find it in places where the water is little. Where is the water is little, as you can remember? In where? In desert. So desert have underground water. Can we drink this water? Yes, it's a fresh water. Okay, so we mentioned ocean water. We cannot drink it, which provides 88%. Lake, the second kind, as I mentioned, is ice caves water or frozen water, is 70%. It's fresh water, but we cannot drink it because it's not liquid, it's solid. And the third one, which is, as I mentioned, was the lake or the freshwater, lakes, rivers, and underground. And the fourth one is groundwater or underground water. We can find these groundwater under the earth, under the ground, in places that the water is little, like as I mentioned, and where? And so, as we can see, we have to save this water. There's a simple way to save our water. We can do these simple things in our houses and our schools, simple ways. The first one is while you are brushing your teeth, just close the tap. Don't let the water flow. You are not using it. The second thing is don't take so much time. Instead of taking a long shower, just take a small bath, which will take only 15 or 10 minutes. Okay? And also, do not do not use or waste the water for having fun. We can see a lot of people wasting the water only to play, and this is not a way to save the water. Okay, so all these things is ways to save our water. Okay, so this is our lesson for today. Now we are going to make this exercise together. We are going to know about these three words, which is solid, liquid, and gaseous. These words, we can use it to water. Solid water is the water that it cannot move, as we mentioned, as the ice is kind of water, but it's solid. It doesn't move. But liquid water is the water that can move, like lake, oceans, rivers. And gaseous water is water that we can have from the evaporation or the vapor. The, these we call it gaseous water. Okay, now we are going to put each term in front of these words. For example, a river. Is it a solid? Is it a liquid? Is it a gaseous? Is it a solid? Does it that mean it doesn't move? No. River is not solid, it's liquid because it's smooth. Yeah, it's moving. What about a glacier? Do you know what mean of glacier? Glacier is made of fallen snow, so that means they are what? They are solid because they are not moving. Yeah? What about the stream? Do you know the stream? It is like a small river, but it's not a river. A small river, but it's not a river. It's not deep as a river, okay? So it's called stream. A stream is like a river, so it's what? It is what? It is what? It is liquid because it's moving. What about a waterfall? Do you know the waterfall? When they are saying waterfall, that means they are moving. They are not solid. They are liquid. And the last one, ice bridge, is what? It's solid because it doesn't move. Let's start from the beginning. A river, it's liquid because it's moving. The second one is a glacier. It's solid, as we mentioned. Glacier, it's come from a fallen snow. So the snow is there, is together. It gives us a really big ice bridge. So it's solid, it doesn't move. A stream, it's a liquid. What is a stream? Do you know? Like a small river, but it's not a river because it's not deep as a river. That means when you want to cut off the river, you cannot cut it because it's so fast, it's so deep. But stream, you can. It's small, okay? This is an example, so you can really differentiate between them. And a waterfall, it's not liquid, it's not solid. I'm sorry, it's liquid because it's moving. And the last one, iceberg. For today, you have at page 77, water is important. Why water is important? Draw some of ways you and your family use water. You are using water for what? Draw something for us, for drinking, for taking a bath, for swimming. There's a lot of things we can do with water. Down how much water. Draw how many glasses of water you should drink each day. How many glasses we should drink each day. Draw a number of buckets of water it takes to fill a bath. Draw the number of buckets of water it takes to take for a shower. It's a fun exercise, it's a fun homework, it's just about drawing. No need for thinking or thing like this, just about drawing. Okay, grade 3, thank you. This is our lesson for today.